Maya, and this is my story about something that happened to me in April 2015 in East London. I lived in the tall council flats of Buffalo Green with my family. Our home was on the third floor, right at the very top of the building. The walls were thin and old, and at night I could hear sounds from the other flats. It was a cold April weekend, and I had been watching horror films with my little sister Emma. Our mom only let us watch scary movies on weekends, so we stayed up late watching zombie movies. The flat felt different after watching those films, darker and full of shadows. When bedtime came, Emma and I went up to our room. The building was old and the stairs made noise when we walked on them. The lights in the hallway flickered sometimes. Around midnight, Emma woke me up. She was scared and needed to use the toilet. But our toilet was broken, so we had to use the one downstairs on the first floor. I didn't want to go. The building felt strange at night. But Emma was only 7 and she was frightened. I took my sister's hand and we went down the dark stairs. The toilet was small and had one window that looked out over the back of the building. While Emma used the toilet, I stood by the window looking out into the darkness. The night was very dark. That's when I saw it. At first, I thought it was just a shadow moving on the roof of the outside toilet shed. But this thing was crawling, slow and careful, like it was hunting something. I pushed the window open. The cold night air hit my face and there was a bad smell. It smelled like wet dog and old meat. The creature stopped moving when the window opened. It turned its head toward me and I felt scared. The thing had the body of a man, but its face was wrong. Its face was like a wolf, but worse than any wolf I had ever seen. Its nose was long and black with big teeth. Spit dripped from its mouth onto the roof below. Its ears were pointed and covered in dark fur. The worst thing was its eyes. They glowed orange and green in the darkness. The pupils were not round like human eyes, but long and thin like a cat's. Those eyes stared right at me. The creature was wearing human clothes, which made it more frightening. It had on a dirty white shirt and old blue jeans like it had once been a person. For a few seconds, the creature and I stared at each other. I couldn't move. The thing tilted its head to one side like it was looking at me. Then it smiled, showing rows of sharp yellow teeth. That smile scared me so much that I slammed the window shut. Behind me, Emma asked what was wrong, but I couldn't speak. I grabbed my sister's hand and pulled her toward the door. But as we were leaving, I heard a sound. It was a low, deep growling. Then came the sound of claws scratching against the window glass. The thing was trying to get in. I ran with Emma up the stairs. Behind us, the scratching got louder. Then came a different sound, something heavy dropping to the ground outside. The creature had jumped down from the roof. When we reached our flat, I locked the door and ran to our bedroom window. The creature was down there, standing under a broken streetlight. It looked up at my window and waved, not like a friendly wave, but slow and scary, like it was saying goodbye for now. Then it turned and ran across the courtyard. But it didn't run like a human. It moved too fast. In seconds, it had gone into the darkness between the buildings. I pulled Emma into bed with me that night, but neither of us slept. Every small sound made us jump. The days after were hard. I couldn't stop thinking about what I had seen. I started having bad dreams every night. In my dreams, the creature would be in our flat watching me sleep. Its orange and green eyes would glow in the darkness of my room. I became afraid to leave our flat. When Mum sent me to the shops, I would run there and back. I kept looking over my shoulder, thinking I might see those terrible eyes watching me. The worst part was that nobody believed us. When I told Mum what had happened, she just laughed and said it was because we had watched too many scary movies. Even Emma started to doubt what we had seen when the adults didn't believe us. But I knew what I had seen. I had looked into those eyes. I had seen that smile. Weeks passed, and slowly I started to feel better. The bad dreams came less often. I even started to wonder if maybe the adults were right. Maybe it had just been my imagination. Then one night in late April, I woke up to the sound of scratching at my window. I listened to the slow sound of claws against glass. I wanted to hide under my blankets, but I had to look. I went to the window and looked down at the courtyard below. There was nothing there, but the scratching continued. It was coming from somewhere else. I looked up at the roof of our building and my heart stopped. The creature was there, hanging upside down from the edge of the roof. Its face was pressed against my third-floor window, and it was grinning at me with those terrible teeth. We stared at each other for a long moment. Then the creature said something through the glass. I couldn't hear it clearly, but I could read its lips. "I found you," it was saying. Then it let go of the roof and fell into the darkness below. I never saw the creature again after that night, but I never forgot it. If you have enjoyed the video, then please like the video and don't forget to subscribe for more content.